Hello students, how are you all? I hope you people are doing well at your homes. Before starting today's class, I would like to show you pictures. Please observe this picture carefully. Can you see the pictures? What did you observe by seeing this picture? The evolution of our human beings from early humans to modern human beings. The way how they are eating food. They are hunting for their food. Can you see this picture? Can you see this picture? Yes. By observing this picture, you might getting confusion. What may be the today's topic about? So, have you observed the pictures carefully? In two pictures, I have shown you the early human beings. They are evolving from early human beings to the modern till date. How they have been evolved and the way of their food habits. So, any guesses, students? What would be the today's topic? You might be thinking that today's topic is about early human beings. No. The second picture what I have shown you, the early human beings, they are hunting the animal and they are eating the flesh. But after that second picture what I have shown you, there you can able to see the family sitting together, they are eating the food. So, where do we get this food from? From agriculture. Yes, today's topic is agriculture. Today's our topic is agriculture. This agriculture word is derived from Latin word. Here ager, which means field, culture, which means cultivation, This agriculture word has been derived from the word Latin language, ager, which means field, culture, which means cultivation. Coming back to that pictures, have you observed how these human beings, they have changed their modern ways after civilization? Proper civilization only the human being came to know about the agriculture and they started cultivating a land. What is agriculture means? A piece of land which cultivated for the crops. Now, see the next slide. Here in this lesson, we are going to learn about what is agriculture, types of farming, major crops, factors affecting agriculture and government policies in this picture. Now, have a look to this slide carefully, students. Yes, in this agriculture, we have a process. Input, process, output. So, here you can see in this slide a person is sowing a seed. It is a manual way of sowing the seed and you can see that land, it is plowed. Plowing is done before sowing the seeds. In this input for proper crop, first a farmer will plow the land, then he'll sow the seeds, then he'll go for the process depending upon the crop, the manual labor, whatever the farmer required. Then finally output, fine crops we can able to have like pulses, rice, wheat, paddy, number of food crops. Depending upon the climatic condition and the place, geographical places, the people cultivate the farming. You can see the slide here. Here in this slide you can see the various types of crop. Yes, one is paddy field, one is jaw field, another one is cotton. So, you can see the picture clearly, you can observe that the agricultural land, field, right students? Yes. Now, types of agriculture. Types of agriculture. We have subsistence agriculture, and commercial. In subsistence again it's primitive and intensive. In primitive again nomadic herding, shifting cultivation. Here in commercial, extensive plantation and mixed farming. So, subsistence agriculture, under subsistence agriculture we find primitive, intensive, nomadic and shifting. In subsistence agriculture we can see the primitive substance. Here the farmer will grow the crops by using the old techniques, by plowing, using the oxes and all. Then intensive subsistence. Here what is intensive subsistence? In this type of farming, a farmer will cultivate the crops to his family, to meet his needs in his daily life, and not only that, he will sell the crops within the locality. That farmer might have 5 acres of land or 2 acres of land. They will cultivate the crops to meet their needs. Then nomadic herding. In this nomadic herding, the farmer will rear the cattle and they will move from one place to another place. Shifting cultivation. In this shifting cultivation, the farmer, those who are residing near the forest area, they'll cut a little bit place of the forest, they'll clean, they'll use for the cultivation for 2 to 3 years, and then they'll shift for other place. This is called as shifting cultivation. Now commercial agriculture. In this commercial agriculture you can find that the agriculture is done for the profit, for the money, for export and import process done in the agriculture. In this commercial agriculture you can see the extensive agriculture. In this extensive agriculture, a farmer has a large piece of land where he can cultivate the crops in the large number and he can sell the crops. Then plantation agriculture. Under plantation agriculture, you can see the plants grown a single, like coffee, tea, sugarcane, all this comes under the plantation. And mixed farming. In this mixed farming, the farmer will produce some food crops like wheat, jowar, and then he will simultaneously rear the animals like goats, buffaloes, cows. For buffaloes, cows for the production of the milk. Simultaneously, he will do the farming also at the same field. This is called as mixed farming. In this commercial farming, you can see the next slide, students. Yes, commercial crops are tea. Major commercial crops are tea, coffee, silkworm, sugarcane. All these kinds are major commercial crops. You can see in the slide. These are grown for the huge number of profit. Commercial, the export import is done. India is third largest country for producing the coffee all over the world. It stands third place, third largest country in the world. Now you can see for good crop, what are the major things affecting the agriculture? Factors, those are affecting the agriculture. What are those factors affecting the crops? Factors affecting the crops. One is good quality seeds. Then quality of soil, climatic condition. Yes, students, good quality soil, climatic condition, proper irrigation, all these are the factors affecting the crop. Depending upon the climatic condition, the farmers will grow the crops. So it varies from place to place. South Indian farmers, they will most grow, their staple food is rice. The farmers, they will grow mostly the paddy crops. North Indian, the most of the farmers, they will grow, their staple food is wheat. Why they will grow? Why? Because the temperature, the climatic conditions, what is appropriate in that place, the farmer will grow. So it varies, the food crops varies from place to place, and all over the world also it varies from place to place. The cultivation is done to grow a crop. Now you can see the next slide. Cropping season in India. Cropping season in India. Rabi crops, Kharif crops, and zaid crops. These are the three main cropping season we can see in our India: Rabi crops, Kharif crops and zaid crops. You can see this slide carefully, students. Here in this Rabi crops you can find the crops wheat, oat, mustard, all this kind, broccoli, almond is grown in the Rabi season. Now, when is this Rabi season? From, it starts from November to March. It means these seeds are sown in the month of November and harvested in the month of March. By this word harvesting, our Indian culture will celebrate the festivals on the harvesting of the crop. Can you remember any one of the festival? Yes, depending upon the place. In South India, they'll celebrate Sankranti at the time of harvesting. In the north side, they'll celebrate Lodi. Yes, it's a very good thing. Even at the time of harvesting, our Indians, they'll pray for the God and they'll worship God, and they'll remember, so that every year whatever they are growing the crop, the God must bless them in the good quality crops. They can grow more and more crops. Now Kharif crops. Yes, students, at this time we are in the Kharif crop season. At present we are in the Kharif crop season month. It is sown in the month of June and may be harvested at October. In the month of October. The seeds are sown in the month of June, July, and it may be harvested The seeds are sown in the month of June, July, and it is harvested in the month of October. So, can you see here? Yes, paddy crops, corn, cotton, groundnut, all these are grown in the Kharif season. At present, students, many of your parents are farmers. You are in your homes now. You can able to see lively how the cropping is done. Most of your parents are farmers. The process, you might be enjoying the this type of cropping season with your parents in this Kharif cropping season. Yes, most of the students, their your parents are doing farmer. They are farmers. They are cultivating the crops. It's very good. And what have you observed due to this pandemic situation? It's very sad. You are sitting at your home, but by sitting at your home also you can learn many things. How your parents, many of your students, your parents have the agriculture lands. Here you can learn from them. What is the process? What are the process before sowing the seeds? What your parents had done with their fields? They might be having 2 acres of land or 3 acres of land, whatever. And few of the parents, they'll go for the work for in others' field. So you can learn. It's a good time for you students. Really, you can learn how the process is done actually. It's a very, you have to thankful this pandemic situation, so that you can see lively how this cropping is done, farming is done in this month. Many of your students just don't sit at home and play. You have to utilize your time by seeing, and because each and every day you have to utilize, you have to learn some or the other thing. So by staying at your home you can learn and lively. Now third is zaid crops. It is done in the month of autumn, before the summer, and in the month of winter. We can produce this kind of crops. We can see the summer, autumn and the winter, autumn. These crops are grown in this time. So what are the crops? You can see in this slide, summer crops like watermelon, cucumber, all these are grown in the summer, autumn, before Kharif season. Okay students, now you can able to understand the cropping season in India. We are really blessed that we have season. Climatic condition is also good. So can you think that for growing crops what is essential? The climatic condition as well as the I have told you before this cropping season, good quality soil. The fertility of the soil also plays an important role for the cropping, plays an important role for the cropping. Okay students, now yes, agriculture is a backbone of Indian economy. Agriculture is a backbone of Indian economy. How can you say? Yes, now food, shelter and clothing is essential for each and every person. In Hindi we can say roti, kapda or makan. These are the three essential things which is useful for each and every person, human being. So the clothes what we are wearing, the cotton clothes or silk, all this fiber, where do we are getting from? We are getting from agriculture. We are getting from agriculture. For that what is required? Capital, means the land. The large number of land is required. So here then if the large number of land is required, how the cultivation is done? The plowing, you people can see near your villages. Now you are at your villages, how the plowing is done. Few people they will do the plowing with oxes, with the help of, it's a manual kind of plowing. Machinery plowing is also done. I'll show you picture here. You can see the picture here, the manual plowing and the this you can see here, the person is plowing manually, and upper picture you can see here, it's done with the tractor, with a tractor. Yes, manual plowing is good for 2 or 3 acre of land. More than 5 acre of land, generally they'll do it with the help of tractor machinery. Now why? Because it's a huge land, large land, so it will consume a lot of time. So the people they'll use the machinery form of plowing. Now after that, labor is also required. See, growing a crop and getting the fine goods of crop is done with the help of labor. Labor means the agriculture. Here I am telling you about the economic factors. It's a economic factor. Agriculture is providing labor. Then marketing. Marketing also plays an vital role. The products, whatever the crop the farmer is grown, there should be a proper marketing. And then transport facilities. Transport facilities. See, each and everything, whatever we required, we can't grow in one place. Some of the farmers, they'll grow rice, and some farmers, they'll grow some commercial crops like zaid crops, like bitter gourds, horticulture. Yes, horticulture means the vegetables. Now, by the word horticulture, here the farmers will grow number of flowers, fruits, vegetables daily. See, we can't eat only rice and chapatis. With that, we need curries, isn't it? The horticulture, this is grown number of vegetable, fruits and all, leafy vegetables. Now, it is similar like agriculture. The similar words of the words I'll write you, I'll tell you. Viticulture, it's flowers, vegetables, cultivation of grapes, apiculture, it's keeping the honey hives. Then sericulture, it's rearing of silkworm, rearing of silkworm. These are the different types of agriculture. Then government policies plays an vital role for the vital role. At present, in our Telangana state, our Chief Minister has been implemented a wonderful scheme for the farmers. What is that? That is Raitu Bandhu scheme. Raitu Bandhu scheme. It was started in the month of May, 10th May 2018. 10th May 2018. Here the farmers will get subsidy for the agriculture. Our Chief Minister has provided this type of government policies for the farmers. Here the farmer will get 5,000 rupees per acre of land, and the farmer will get this in yearly twice. So now e-agriculture is also plays an important role. In this, the farmers will ask question to the here ICT, Information and Communication Technology Center, is created specially for the farmers, where the farmers will ask the question regarding the subsidies what they are getting, and the seeds, what all the requirements is there. It's done through the phone calls, not only in our India but also it is done globally. This e-agriculture plays a vital role for the trade of agriculture products. Agro-based industries will get the raw materials through this type of facilities. Now you can see your project work here. List out the major food crops and commercial crops grown in our country with pictures. Make a list of crops grown in your village. Give your suggestion to resolve the problems faced by the farmers. Okay students, this is your project work. Now I'll thank you all. Thank you Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar Garu for providing me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.